Hello, I do hope you are doing perfectly fine. Welcome to today's class. We are going to discuss about introduction to journalism. And under introduction to journalism, today we are going to talk about media theories, or is media communication theories. And today we are going to discuss about what is called agenda setting theory, or is media agenda setting theory of communication. This theory was developed by someone by the name Dr. Max Malcolm. Dr. Max Malcolm and Dr. Donald Shah. And many years ago, when they are trying to come up with different forms of communication, the impact of radio or television in the media at large. That's why they came up with this particular theory of agenda setting theory. And at this particular theory, they came up with a contextualization that media always set the agenda of the day, or else media always said what people are going to communicate about, which means what comes in the newspaper, or else what appears in the newspaper, what radio normal communicate, or else television normal show is what people are going to talk about, according to Dr. Shah and Dr. Malcolm theory of agenda setting. And I've just summarized the contextualization, or else the grammatic representation of this agenda setting theory by these two philosophers. And according to agenda setting theory, we have people in the society whom we call the reality, or people who are real. These are newsmakers in the society. Have the politicians, or the politics, people who talk about the economy of the day, those who talk about the science of the community, those who discuss about general matters concerning the society. So all these are newsmakers in the society. When they are covering news, or else when they are disseminating news, we are having the media that is covering that particular news, or else media is covering whatever they say in the society. Now let's say, for example, a politician is campaigning for a certain post, or is contesting for a certain post. He's going to call for a press conference, probably to inform the media of what is going to, his resolution that he's going to make, or the changes going to make in the society. Now media is going to cover all these politicians are saying, can be economists, maybe they're talking about economic change in the society, or else the economy is progressing on within the community, or in the society. So media is going to cover all this, be it science, be it, let's say, matters concerning agriculture, matters concerning education, matters concerning medication raised diseases in the society. Like for example, we are having, media is always covering about this coronavirus pandemic. What media is portraying to the public is what many people are talking about. What media, the type of title the media is using, or headlines the media is using in the newspaper, is what people are perceiving or people are communicating about on a daily basis according to this particular agenda setting theory. So we have the newsmakers who are here. We have the politicians, for example, can be economists, can be science educationists, can be people who are in doctors or is in the medicine industry, giving us what is unfolding or is what is taking place in the community. In media fraternity, we are covering these particular stories, or we are covering all these events. That's why we are calling it media reality. The way media interprets information is going to affect the understanding of that particular information, the targeted audiences, or the members of the society at large. So media must always represent facts actually, or else with honesty, without any form of misrepresentation. All information that's being disseminated or communicated by media must always be communicated without any form of malice or without any form of recklessness, or else you are going to mislead the whole public at large. So always, when you are covering any content or else any news information, always exercise honesty without any form of favorism or else any form of bias. So media is going to interpret the message that is being disseminated by the agenda setters in the society, and once they have already covered the information, they are going to send this particular information to the members of the public, or else the public agenda. So the media interpret information disseminated by the agenda setters, or disseminated by the newsmakers in the society, is going to affect the understanding of that particular information by our targeted audiences. So media has always to comprehend information without any form of misrepresenting the fact to the members of the public, or else they're likely to come up with a totally different information as communicated by the newsmakers. So we have the newsmakers here, we have the media, which acts as a mediator, or is in between the newsmakers and the audience. Now media is going to send the information to the public perception, or is going to affect the public perception of the reality. Reality communicated by the newsmakers. The media is going to package that information, is going to affect the perception of that particular information to the members of the public. And now, once the public are able to contextualize the information as disseminated by the media, is going to affect the relationship with the reality. or else the way the media is going to perceive the information, package the information, is going to affect the interpretation of the information by the members of the public, and out of that, the reaction of the public is going to be determined by the way media package the information. For example, the media perceives a certain member of parliament to be corrupt, the same perception is going to be taken by the members of the public. And out of that, the reality, all the newsmakers are going to be perceived as corrupt people in the society. But at times, when the media happen to alter the fact, and let's say package someone who is corrupt to be someone who is very honest, the same way is the members of the public likely to have the same perception about the said individual or that particular individual. So media is always affecting the information being perceived by the members of the public. So once the public are able to perceive the information, they are going to give what is called a feedback. And they are going to send the feedback either to the newsmakers or the reality. The same feedback can be portrayed to the media. The media disseminated information can also affect the way it relates to the members of the public or the public at large. So as a media practitioner, you must always be very keen when you're disseminating information to avoid misrepresentation of information, or else you are going to mislead the whole public at large. I hope you are able to understand the meaning of agenda setting, a theory of communication. Let's meet next time at the same place to contextualize more about other theories of mass communication. Thank you.